Hello, hello. It's time for another Wisdom Wednesdays. Welcome, you guys. Sorry I'm a little late. Day job stuff happens, and I had a meeting that ran over. But that's fine because that's life. And I know, I got the sun coming, so I look a little red. So we're just gonna disregard all of that. I think if I sit back, maybe if I sit back. Any event. So today we are talking about preventing burnout. And look who's right on time, Devin. Devin knows about preventing burnout oh so well because it's a real thing. It happens. I feel like she's probably on the verge of it right now. So hopefully she gets some usefulness out of what we're going to be talking about today. But I wanted to talk about ways to prevent burnout in your business because it happens. It's real. And it affects our mental health. It can affect us physically. You might be on the verge of just saying this is bullshit. I don't feel like dealing with clients anymore. You might not be able to be as creative as you want to be in your business. Your clients, the people that you work with might not be getting the best version of you. And you might just want to be like, fuck it. I don't feel like doing this business anymore. And there's things that happen on the way that lead up to that I'm going to talk about, ways that we want to stop before we even get there, right? Before we even get to the point where we feel as if we don't want to do this anymore, or it's too much, or you feel like you're drowning and you can't catch up. There's ways to prevent that. And so the number one reason why I think it's important to kind of make sure that you're not on the path to burnout is because mainly the physical aspects that it takes on your body. It can really take a toll on your health, on your physical. You'll get to a point where your body will say, I've had enough. We're going to take a break. And now all of the big plans and ideas and things that you want to do in your business, you won't be able to do because your body's like, nah, girl, it's time to sit down. We're going to rest. So before you get to that point, let's talk about what you can do to help you get off the road to burnout and how you can prevent that from even happening. The first thing that I say is that you want to find a community that actually understands what you're going through. A lot of us on our business journeys, on our entrepreneur journeys, we can't really talk to our friends or our family about the things that we go through, our struggles, all the things that it takes to run a business because most of them won't understand. Most people have a regular 9-to-5 job, and so they're not going to understand the late nights of trying to strategize for your business or come up with new products or, make sure that you're hitting income goals. They're really not going to understand the stress and the pressure that comes with all that when everything falls to you. So you want to find yourself a community that actually understands what you're going through. And that can help for the main reason being that you'll be able to vent to people who get it. You'll be able to share your struggles and people will be like, yep, same girl, me too. But they'll also be able to help give you tips or things that ideas that you might not even be thinking about because they've been on that road, they are on that road, and they know how to get off of it as well. So I've been a part of the District Bliss community for almost 2 years now, and it's really good in terms of, one, everybody there is an entrepreneur. Most of them are women. They have careers all over the place. Their businesses are pretty, it's wedding industry, it's marketing, it's business coaching, one woman's a stylist, someone is like a food blogger. So it's really all over the place of these different businesses, which helps because it gives you different ideas of how to tackle things in your business. I also have a Facebook group. It's called By Sasha VIPs and Business Strategy for Creatives that you can join, and it's the same type of thing. In the group, you can share your wins, your struggles, the things that are pissing you off, client issues that you're having, and it's just a place to share your losses, share your wins, get feedback, get encouragement, and that can help you really relieve the stress that comes when you're working super hard on your business. The next thing you want to do is learn how to delegate. It can be hard. Businesses are baby, right? The businesses that we build, we started them. We are the ones who are putting all of this sweat, tears, effort into our business, and it can be hard to let that go. But by the time you feel like you need to hire someone, it's probably too late. You want to start thinking about delegating things in your business before you feel like you need them, because that's going to help you feel less stressed and prevent you from getting burnt out because you've already started passing on some of these tasks to somebody else. Great place to start, virtual assisting. Some of them are rather inexpensive. Some of them can be pricey, but think about investing in your business, because that's also investing in your mental health and your physical health, because it's going to help you not be as stressed out. If you don't know what to delegate, that's what someone like me is for. A business strategist can help you figure out where things in your business that is good for delegating, maybe parts of your business that it's time to let go of completely because it's not really serving your goals or where you're actually trying to go in your business. Maybe you're getting pulled in too many directions and you need someone such as myself as a business strategist to come in and help you say, I feel like these three or, two or three things are the main core of your business. I delegate a lot of things in my business. Devin, who's on, she manages the social media for my podcast. There's no way I'd be able to handle Soil and Sips, Instagram, and Facebook if it wasn't for Devin. I have to be able to do that. I can barely manage my own Instagram. And so I knew that when we started the podcast, that was the first thing that was going to get delegated. I have someone who manages my Pinterest for me. She pins different things every day. I think it's 3 or 4 pins a week for me. And she manages all of my Pinterest content because I get a shit ton of views on Pinterest. My stats are crazy, in my opinion. I get like 450,000 views a month, but I'm not utilizing it to its full potential because I don't have the time to do that. And if I was to sit and try to be focused on doing Pinterest or doing social media myself, I would be taking on too much. I already have 2 or 3 jobs that I do already. I manage clients as account management for several clients. And so it's just too much. Plus, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, and I have my own time as well. And so it's important to think of the things that you can get rid of in your business and delegate. Typically what that looks like is if you have a to-do list every day and there are consistent things that you are pushing to the side, and that you're just saying, that's not going to get done today. That's not going to get done today. That's not going to get done today. But it's things that probably need to get done. Those are probably the things that you want to delegate. If you get rid of the things that take you so much time and effort and mental energy to actually do, and you delegate them, it'll actually probably increase your creativity. It'll increase your productivity because you're not worried about the things that you don't want to spend your time focusing on. And instead you're focusing on the things that are actually probably money makers in your business and can help push you forward. So you have to be able to learn how to delegate. If you're not sure what you need to delegate, look at someone like myself, a business strategist. We can work on those things and figure out a game plan on how to get your business in a place that's less stressful. You also want to be mindful of how you start your day. It sets pretty much the foundation for everything that you're doing for the rest of the day. Myself, I literally come in this spot. This is my office. I have my cup of coffee every morning. I look at my planner that's right here every day. I see what I have going on, and then I figure out what I need to do for the day. And that just helps me set intentions for the day. When it's not super hot or super cold outside, I'll actually spend about 5 minutes and go outside with my coffee just to kind of relax, get my mind together, which helps just prepare me for the day. So be mindful of how you're starting the day. Try not to go into the day with stress. Yes, we all have things to do, but you don't have to enter in the mindset that today is just so busy and you have so much to do. Just take a step back, take a deep breath, write out what you have to do, and then pick 2 or 3 things that you're going to focus on for the day. I have on my website a productivity checklist that you can download that actually will help you outline what your top 3 goals are for the day and things that can wait till tomorrow, because that's going to help you prevent overwhelm when you're starting your day. So I encourage you, it's free resources on my website. You can download it, daily productivity checklist, and then it'll help you start your day off. You also want to make sure that you're taking regular breaks. We've all been working at home, a lot of us, for the past year and a half now, and it can be really easy to sit here in your space all day. That's not healthy. It's not good for you. It's not good for your mental. It's not good for your physical. You need to get up and walk. If you have a traditional 9-to-5 job like I do, when I was in the office, we took a lot of breaks. There were lots of times where I would go to coworkers' offices and I would just sit in there for 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, just to kind of clear my mind of whatever I was working on. As entrepreneurs, we don't really have that camaraderie with coworkers or things like that, but it's important to still get up. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I work out. Typically that used to be in the middle of the day. Right now it's in the morning of the day, but I would take a break. Lunchtime, 12 o'clock, I would go and exercise. Lunchtime is a good time to actually Get up out of your office. Don't eat in your office. Get up, go sit somewhere else. Take a break from where your workday is, so that way you can go and give your mind a break, help reset for the rest of the day, and help you just relax and take that stress level down. So it's important to take breaks regularly throughout your day. It will recharge your creativity, and you'll look at projects, you'll come back with whatever you're working on with fresh set of eyes. And I promise you, you'll just feel less stressed and more relaxed through it. You also want to set and stick with office hours, right? I think I talked a little bit about this last week when I was talking about setting boundaries, but part of setting boundaries is because it helps prevent burnout. So you want to set office hours. Your clients don't need you 24/7. You don't need to be available to them 24/7. That mentality, that hustle culture that we have that says you have to go, 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 go is really how you get to that burnout. And you don't need to be like that. You can tell your clients, email is the best way to reach me. If you text me, I'm not going to respond, because that's a boundary I've set, and that helps me not feel stressed. It helps me not lead to burnout. It helps me not feel like I have to always be going. I can take a break. So let your clients know you only work via email. Let them know how often they can expect to hear from you when they email you. If it's 24 hours, 48 hours, give them a time frame and stick to it. Don't feel pressure that you have to respond. Let them know when you're working and when you're not. If you have office hours that say you only work Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 3, cool. Your clients will know that that's the only time they can reach you. And if they email you on a Wednesday or a Friday or Monday, they're not going to hear from you. They'll hear from you on their next business day on whatever your office hours are. So set office hours to really, one, set expectations with your clients, but also draw that line that helps you stop work and take breaks and walk away from the office every day. Because again, as entrepreneurs, it's hard to stop what we're doing because there's no boss, there's no one telling us it's time to go home. So you have to get into your mind when you need to stop, when it's time to take a break, or like I mentioned earlier, your body's gonna tell you for you. Try to switch up your environment, right? So you don't always have to sit here. I don't mind always sitting here, but you don't always have to sit in the same space. Sometimes go work outside, go work in one of those WeWork or something like that. Find a business bestie that you can do co-working with at a Starbucks or something like that. I have been probably once a month, I co-work at 2 different business besties' houses. So I'll go there, they will come here, and we just work together. And it's that change of environment that can help us see new things differently. It can help with creative blocks. It can just give us a sense of camaraderie with people. It can be isolating to work on your business by yourself. And so if you switch up your environment, you're less likely to feel like you're so stressed, because you also are more likely to have a start and stop time. Like that person has to leave, you have to leave. So think about setting or changing your environment, co-working somewhere else. Go to the library, go to a Starbucks, go to a WeWorks. Like change your environment, because that'll help just relax your mind and push your mind in a different place, so it's not as stressed. If you're not into meditating, try meditation. Meditation isn't like, ums and ahs and, feeling like nothing's in your mind. That's not really what meditation is. Meditation, what it helps to do is calm your mind, right? It can help you focus on problems that you might have, stresses that you might have. It can be used for affirmations if you want to use it for that. But meditation really just helps you calm yourself. A lot of people worry about that when they're meditating. I can't shut my brain off. It's all over the place. That's okay. You don't have to sit and try to silence your mind. It's really hard to do that. What you can do is just try to sit in stillness, and that's going to help you bring down your heart rate. It's going to help you breathe better. You'll focus more on your breathing, and that reduces your stress levels, which helps you prevent burnout, because you won't feel as if you have to go, go, go. I like to meditate. I actually like to do it. We're lucky enough that we live on the water, because for me, looking out into the water helps me calm myself. It helps me get into a place where I feel like I'm not stressed. So, it doesn't have to be 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. You can meditate for like 5 minutes. And really, it's just about centering yourself and trying to bring down your stress. And lastly, and this is the one that I cannot stress enough, sometimes you just got to let shit be. You just got to let it go. Walk away. Sometimes you know that you're not in the right mindset to get a project done, to respond to a client, to work on something that you know that you need to work on, and that's okay. Close your computer, walk away, try again tomorrow. When we start to get where we feel like we're forcing ourselves to get something done, especially if we're not in the right mindset of doing it, that's when we'll start hating what we're doing, resenting the work that we're doing, and we won't like it anymore. And the reason why we start our own businesses is because we want to work in a job that we like. We want to work doing something that we love to do. But the moment it feels like work, like it feels like too much, because it will feel like work, but when it feels like it's too much, that's when we need to take a step back and say, you know what? Today's not the day for me to be doing this. I'll focus on a different project. I'll respond to a different client. I'll do some business, work as opposed to client work. Like, reframe yourself, reframe your mindset, focus on something else. So that way you can come back the next day, clear mind, clear thoughts, and that you won't feel like you're in that state of you need to get this done. As long as you're always managing expectations with your clients, if you're giving yourself enough buffer to get things done, that's fine. But if you feel like you are in a place of burnout, if you feel like you don't want to do your business anymore, I highly, highly suggest at least try some of these things. If not, at least let's have a discovery call or prick my brain session, because I can help you get to a place where you'll start to feel a little bit more organized, because I do think that some of what burnout comes from is a lot of disorganization and lack of systems and processes within our business. If every day feels like chaos, it can be hard to work in that. And so putting things in place that help us figure out what we need to do every day, having goals that we're trying to achieve every month, having goals that we're trying to achieve every year, things like that can help take a lot of stress off and help you enjoy your business again. And so that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about today for Wisdom Wednesday. I hope that you're able to use some of these tips. I also, on a personal level, I will say that for me, the number one way that I prevent burnout in anything that I do actually just comes from a mindset shift for me. There's very little in life that actually stresses me out. People will comment about the fact that there's very little that actually bothers me, and that's on purpose. I've shared this story before, either on the podcast or I may have shared it on here, but when my dad passed away, he was 49 years old when he passed away. It was unexpected, didn't see it coming. And the biggest takeaway that I had from my dad passing away was that there's very little in life that we can control. And so getting stressed out about the things that we cannot control doesn't serve a purpose. So for me, I focus on the things that I can control and I leave everything else to the side. So that means for me focusing on things like my health, things like my mental state, things like my attitude, my mindset, how I approach situations. And I found for me, by not letting myself worry or get stressed out about, I have so much to do today, or, this client that, or this client this, by just allowing myself to take a step back from all of that and asking myself, what can I control in this situation? What can I do in this situation helps prevent me from getting stressed out about a lot of things. I honestly do a lot. I have a full-time job. I have a business. I have a podcast. I'm getting ready to start another podcast. I serve as an account manager or business operations for 3 different businesses on top of booking my own clients. And like I said, of course, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm also my own person that deserves time to myself. And so through all of those things, it can feel overwhelming. But the number one thing that can help you, at least for me, to prevent burnout is shifting your mindset, shifting what you can control and what you can't control, and learning to let things go, learning to not let things get to a level where you are stressed out about things that you don't have any control over. So I hope that all of this helps. At the very least, helps to give you some tips and tricks to help prevent burnout. There will not be a Wisdom Wednesday next week because I'm doing what I say I do, and I'm taking a step back because we're going on a family vacation next week. So I will be gone next Wednesday, but you can follow up the first, or I guess it's the last week. It'll be the first Wednesday in September. I think it's actually the first that I will be back for another Wisdom Wednesday. But I would love to hear in the comments how you handle your burnouts or how you prevent burnouts from happening. If you have tips or tricks to share, I would love to hear from you guys. And until 2 weeks from now, I'll see you for another Wisdom Wednesdays. Thanks, guys.